Pastor Cal, yeah, I'll tell them that. You know, I just want to kind of make this work. I want to start over. I had some time to, you know, go home and reflect and, you know, just kind of reset and just think about some things. So yeah, I want to, you know, see where this goes, and I want to start over, make it work.
Okay, my turn. Oh, okay. Okay. Today is my decision day. And I have decided I want a divorce.
Yes. I've tried. I tried to, you know, just kind of make this work and stuff. And, oh my gosh, I you know, this was not what I expected at all. I came in here with an open mind, and I just wanted to, you know, and I don't know why he keeps saying, you know, that I'm not in it for the right reason. That's such a trigger word for me. I am in it for the right reason. And I don't just want to be on TV. And yeah.
Can you cry a little bit louder for the people in the back?
I don't like his hands. They're so aggressive. So aggressive.
And there we have it, folks. No more TV for her. What's up, KOED family? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
Woo woo. And this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships and reviews, and tonight we're gonna be talking about Married at First Sight with our new teas on.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow, in on all social media sites. Comment down below. So before we get into it, as you can see, we are wearing our new tees. What did this say, baby?
The three people in the room.
Hashtag Married at First Sight.
Yep, I know Dr. Pepper kind of tall on this one. Yeah, but you know, we started cutting it in half right there, but so now we're going to leave it alone. But we're going to continue to call them three people in the room until they give us a good season. Yep.
And if you want to purchase these tees, you know where you can find them at koedwear.com. These tees, so many more others, and hats like this. So yeah. All right, you guys, before we also get into it, if you want to purchase makeup from the Lip Bar, then please use our promo code KOEDFAM to purchase makeup from the Lip Bar, TLB. The link is in the description below. Our website is in the description below. And what I have on now is called Unimpressed, right? Yeah, Unimpressed. Sure? Yeah.
Unimpressed.
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 Impressed. Something like that, y'all. I forget. But yeah, you can purchase this at the Lip Bar. Yeah, I think it's I'm not impressed. What is Siri trying to say? She's trying to tell you what it is?
Yeah, she did. Get it right, child. Get it right.
Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing a little coughing, you know, allergies going on and stuff, piling, then started falling.
Take 10 right here.
Anyway, says the person that don't have to do nothing, read or nothing, just sit there and commentate.
That's it. That's what I get paid to do.
Barely. So the couples are back at home and moving in the apartment. So Mark and Lindsay are in bed laughing. Katina and LiQWYD are in the kitchen, and of course he, you know, talking about, ooh, child, you can put them groceries in here. Ooh, you're gonna have to go to the grocery store. He's used to eating peanut butter sandwiches. Oh, I still didn't say that right. Peanut butter sandwiches.
Didn't say it right.
Well, anyway, we're gonna bypass that.
Peanut butter
sandwiches. And so he said it would be nice to get a, you know, home cooked meal and stuff. I think he said every night.
Why he didn't get the three people in the room to hook him up with a chef? You know what I'm saying? Hook him up with a chef, somebody that loves and enjoys cooking. Because he trying to mold his wife, like we said on the live last night. Yes, we had a live last night.
If you missed it, go back and watch it.
Yeah, it was a good live too.
It really was.
And you know, he's trying to mold her into the woman, to the wife he wants her to be.
Yeah.
And he wants a woman that's gonna be cooking. He knows when he took her to the house, you're gonna shoot them babies out. That's what he wants, somebody pregnant, cooking and have his plate ready when he gets home. That's what he wants, man.
Well, he better have enough money to be able for her to be a stay-at-home wife. Then you don't want her to do nothing. Then you make sure you provide fully.
Mm-hmm.
So Katina said that this is just, going to be a lot. It's a lot of pressure for her.
Because she's not a cooker.
So let's move on to Steve and Noy. So they talking about Noy is talking about her dogs and how her dog sleep in the bed with her, like right there by the pillow, like right here.
Right in the face, right there. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. To me, that will be a deal breaker, man. I just can't have a dog or any kind of pet sleeping right there in my face, man.
We don't even sleep in each other's
face.
Unless we cuddle.
Yeah, the Alpo farts and stuff in my face, man. Come on. Alpo, because dogs eat Alpo, right? I'm just saying, I want all that dog farts in my face in the morning, man. Come on, really?
You think about it.
Yeah, because some of the dogs, they fast gas, man. They don't even be knowing it, man. But yeah, some gas be funky too, man.
And Steve
and Steve wasn't feeling that at all.
So she was like, yeah, he likes to be close to me. And
Steve said, can we just give him like a little pat on the side? She said, no, he likes to be right there between me, right there in my face. And Steve said, man.
Old dog. Cute, but he old looking. So, Chris.
Throw up in his face and stuff,
Chris is moving in his apartment by himself. Chris was told a few things of why she's really not that into him. It was the compatibility, political things, tattoos. He just heard it, from people, so he's not really sure why she's not that into him.
She was coming with all kinds of excuses. Like I said, the politics, the tattoos, him just being alive, him just breathing. It's just
with them aggressive hands.
Yeah, it's just this dude. She didn't like the dude. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying aggressive hands. I'm just doing all the gestures. Aggressive.
Gang signs up here, nigga. Sex signs. But anyway, yeah, man. She just whatever he did, she's not gonna like. So yeah, she didn't like the dude.
So let's move on to Jasmine and Michael, and they were talking about have they ever lived with the opposite sex before, and Jasmine said, well, she got a guy roommate.
I did not know that.
Michael said that, he's never lived with the opposite sex before.
Shame.
And she said, well, one thing about it, she's going to have to, find a doggy daycare for her dog. This is the pit. Everybody got a pit. It reminds me of Virginia and Eric. Yeah, Eric. When Virginia wanted to sleep, had all them pets sleeping in. Girl, this is not the farm. And so, she said, so she's going to need, some time to, a couple of days to put a dog into daycare, and, that way she can kind of reset herself.
Yeah, she used that as an excuse to get away so she can, what you call them, resets. That's what everybody, from last season before last, everybody got a reset day. And I'm like, Michael, if you continue to have issues and you want to run away, all it's going to do is put a wedge between us, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And like you said, she's not used to dating somebody close. She's so used to
touching.
Yeah, long distance relationships, and it's easier to, like, if you get tired of somebody long distance, like, you ain't got to answer their phone calls or not. But now you got this man right there in front of you. The first thing you're going to do, well, he's crowding me right now, so I'm going to run to my apartment and get some space in between us.
Yep. And Dr. V said that, couples that move in together in the first few days, they really and truly need to connect. They don't need to not, be together, because it's going to cause distance and it can eventually hurt the relationship.
Yeah, man. That's why Michael said what he said. I'm with him on that one right there.
So let's move on to Steve. Excuse me. Steve is coming to Noy's house, and that's when he find out, as far as, the dog sleeping in the little.
The dog that dog owned the whole apartment. He had his own little bed. He owned the couch. He owned the main bed. He owned the bathroom. He owned the kitchen. I said, Nora, do you want to be with Steve or the dog? You gotta make a choice here.
I don't know who he married.
Yeah.
He done married the dog, really.
Yeah, shoot.
And he's sitting up there looking like.
Then Steve said, can I pick up the dog? And he picked up the dog. Then the dog sat in the bed, trying to reach for the dog again. Dog, he did it. I said, golly. I never been rejected by a dog like that.
And dog said, that's enough, child, honey. Look, you gotta take him some time. Don't be touching on me, honey. You already old. He probably heard it because he looked like he old. And so Steve said that he do not like cleaning up poop.
Which so I don't blame him.
He was like, you know, he said that, I think he did say he gagged or
something. He gags when he does it.
Because his brother got a dog.
Yeah, some dogs, okay, that's right, we're going to talk about dog poop. Some poop would be like balls, solid, you know, you can grab it. Some be all mushy and wet and you got to grab it, then go all through your fingers and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that, man. I
didn't even think about no texture.
Yeah, man, that texture makes a big difference, man. Then get stuck in the grass, and you gotta try to get it off the grass. Man, bug all that.
Yard, then you leave it there.
I just go ahead and find someone else's yard and go to the next door.
So yeah, I don't blame him. You know, I had a dog, but when I got a divorce, I let the dog stay with, and so I was like, nope, because I'm not finna get up and go take that dog out in the middle of the morning, night, no.
Yeah, my parents, they have 2 dogs.
Yes, they do.
Pit Bull and Jack Russell. And my mom be out there trying to take them dogs out in the morning time. She said, it'd be like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd be hearing stuff in the woods all the time.
She don't take them out. Yeah, they just go.
No, she has. Well, Austin, the small, she has to keep him on a leash.
Really?
Because he gets on the gate, he goes in the neighborhood.
I didn't know she take them out.
Yeah, she take them out. In the morning time, you hear stuff in the bushes.
Really?
Yeah, she all the woods back there.
And boy,
he's got that bad.
He's a huge dog.
He got that.
And he like he just gonna curl up on. Please get.
Yeah, he don't know his size.
He don't. He lifts up my whole leg. Think he can just walk past me. So anyway, Mark. Seems like they got to put on their doggone what's
hazmat.
Yep, to go in there into his apartment or whatever he got.
Yeah, at first when I saw. When Lindsay put hers on, I was like, why is she joking like that? Why is she doing like that? Then they turn around, pan the camera over to Mark, and he put his on. I said, what they doing? Why they got to go in some kind of radiation zone or something, you know?
I hope the camera crew had theirs on. So, yeah, it seems like they got to gear up to go in there because he got the bed. He got the what? The bed bug.
He got the bed bug.
He got the bed. He got what? Girl, you ain't know that. He got the bed bug. What? Yeah, girl, that's nasty. He ain't got the Rona. He got the bed bug.
That's a man. Okay. All right.
Huh?
You said what? No,
I said Rona.
Okay. Take out stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like whoever, maybe I missed something, they had to, I guess.
They already went in there. And then we're going to chuck all this stuff out the top one of the bloop.
Like if somebody was contaminated or something, it's just like they went in there, you got the bed bug, so let's throw this couch away. So
all they go miss was the yellow tape around.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't know how, it seemed like your house was fine when you left. You go on your honeymoon for some days, you come back and you ain't got no couch. You ain't got some of this stuff.
Man. It's like somebody you threw a grenade over there, blew it up, boom.
And then you got to throw all your stuff in the bags. You mad at Lindsay because how the way she throwing it. She
didn't want to be in there. When you had to work in the radiation zone, you got like a few minutes to work in there and you got to leave. That's what she was doing. She had limited time to work in there because she didn't want to catch the bed bugs.
And so she said, she asked him, he said, well, this a plate that my mama had get. She said, does it bring you joy? She said, does it bring you joy? He was like, okay then, throw it away. And she asked him something, did you bring your joy? He was like, that's my baseball cards or something. Yeah, when I was, yeah, it brings me joy. Okay, then I'm gonna put it over here then. I was like, she just cut and dry. Does it bring you joy?
Hey, she had a mission and she went for the mission.
So he said he an organized person, and you know sometimes he don't like when people touch his stuff like this. So yeah, you know, I was like, that little apartment didn't look organized.
Yeah, plus
it looked like an attic.
Plus, yeah, on that circumstance you had with the bed bugs, you don't have time to try to be neatly packing stuff up.
Right.
You throwing stuff in garbage bags and just trying to get out of there.
Don't the bed bugs come with you? Can't they be attached?
That's why they put them in the double garbage bags, man. Yeah. So they gotta be contaminated and fumigated and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't have time to do all that. Plus, you don't want to go there and catch the bed bugs and.
I wouldn't want to be with Mark no more. He got the bed bugs.
Yeah, then every time you go to the club, look at this. Remember that? They had the bed bugs. Look at him on the dance floor.
He got the bed bugs. Don't kiss him, girl. Why? He got the bed bugs. I want something to itch. All right, so anyway. So O is inviting Katina to his house.
Oh my goodness.
He was like, girl, here go the kitchen. Don't you plan on being here live in the kitchen?
That's the first room he took her to, man.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I think he said, is there anything that you like about? She was like, first of all, them curtains.
Yeah, them curtains was old.
Them curtains, honey. He was like, that's my curtains. They got coffee. She was like, but that's like that's so that's the first thing that's gonna go.
That was like 1970s old.
Yeah, you're right, honey. So I wanna. It seemed to be like a nice house. Yeah. On the main drag now. Come on now.
There was so much traffic right there, boy. Oh my goodness, boy.
They gonna know when you home,
you
honey.
Ain't lying, man.
Probably could sit on the porch and wave at the folks.
I don't see how he was being Isaac living right there on the main drag, man. Cause all the woman gotta do is drive by the house. I was just passing by. I saw another woman car outside in front of your house. Come on, man. If you're gonna be an Isaac and be a player, do not live on the main drag. You gotta have a house in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you got a house on the main drag. All they gotta do, man, I saw that girl car, I saw a different car in your driveway. Who was that? You know, they gonna tell from the main road. But you live in the cul-de-sac though, they gotta go out their way to come down there.
A cul-de-sac ain't nothing but a half of. We stay in the cul-de-sac, but you mean down in a neighborhood? You just talk about cul-de-sac and be on a.
Yeah, because if you come down my house, I'm in the cul-de-sac, I'm gonna block you in and say, "What you doing down here?" That's right.
Let's move on. So anyway, he was talking about too. She was saying, you know, some things like, if I'm gonna be moving in your house, then you know I want to get the paint that color change because that's ugly, that's old, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah. And so he was like, oh, that's gonna take a lot of money or whatever. So she was like, you know, I gotta make this house feel like a home to me.
And she's right. And a lot of one gotta understand, either she need to make changes to the house to make herself comfortable.
Yeah.
Or they gotta get another house. You know, like when you came, you know, I said what need to be done so you can be comfortable, do it. Just don't touch my mama tree. Don't touch my mama tree. She gave me that tree.
They gotta go.
Oh, man, my mama tree gotta stay.
Mama, if you watching it,
mama,
you gotta go.
Leave my mama tree alone.
He can stay for now, but he can't go with us in the new place. So
they're going right there.
It's the tree that y'all seen on the shorts that we did. It was back there. Back there trying to get a shout out. And I was like, it done photobombed us, but the tree got to go. Yeah.
Leave my mama tree alone.
Yeah, you can take it back over there. So, Lindsay, so they went to Lindsay's place, and so she was, she's showing Mark all the plants she got, honey. Honey, she got some plants. See, that's how Lindsay get her talking out. She talking to the plants. And talking to Larry, Billy, Johnny.
And they say the more you talk to the plants, the more they grow.
Yeah.
So
she
that's why them plants like blooming, boy. Like she got an Amazon up there.
Yeah. She talked about the whole greenhouse.
Amazon forest, baby.
So she also talked about, you know, the squats as far as you sitting on the toilet.
Oh yeah. I learned about that back in the day. You know, You know, you gotta get the toilet that's, you know, so you can kind of have your knees bent up.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't get the right toilets, and you on there for like 5 hours. Then when you try to get up, your legs are long. You fall on the floor because you sleep. So yeah.
That's because you stay in the bathroom a long time.
I'll be scrolling, doing work and stuff.
So anyway, so I do know about that because when I went and got a colonics, in order for them to get the rest of it out of your body, you sit on the toilet and then they tell you put your stool and they tell you kind of, you know, bend over to just, you know, flush it on out.
Yeah, we doing it wrong, you know.
So, yeah, he also said that her place was small, but bro,
man, I'm
gonna
ask y'all a question. No, we're not from Boston, we're not from up north, but they had some small apartments up there. I'm assuming the rent up there is crazy high.
Small places, I guess.
Yeah, you know.
Some of them didn't look like apartment. They look like
an attic. You know, like Mark lived in the attic somewhere.
Like the garage.
Like the landlord put him in the attic.
Get this stuff. You got the bed, but get out.
So yeah, they got some small places up there.
So Steve Place, Noy said that it looks like he's a single man. His place looked like a real bachelor.
His place is small too.
Yeah. But he was excited to show them LED lights.
Oh, give me some,
bloop, 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 bloop.
He got the disco music playing. Look at him, like a little kid showing his toy.
And she's sitting on the bed, and then they stroll back, then they go up, then they blink.
I can change colors. I can make a disco. Lucky nobody else sees me.
So when our daughter came home for college, you know, she was in the room for a while or whatever, but then she came, and she was in LED all of a sudden she put them lights in. I was like, what is this? I said, ooh, your daddy gonna say something. He be all right. She said, they just come right on down. Ain't gonna hurt the paint, because, you know, he real particular about, you know, paint on it.
And when she had the door closed, you see the lights under the door, blinking, flashing.
I was like, ain't it gonna hurt your eyes?
I said, what kind of club she got there?
So evidently it fascinates people. So you can see Steve, a grown man.
Grown man. Surprised he got him in his so-called van or truck or SUV.
But listen, I bet you that dog, he probably ain't gonna like that because he look old, honey. It probably gonna hurt his eyes.
Yeah, eyes be hurt. He don't know where he at. Bumping to walks and stuff.
So Michael House, Jasmina said that his place looked like a real frat boy. You know, he had the nude picture of the woman up there. Man, you done got married. Like, you should
I guess you did have time to go home after the wedding.
Even before you going on the honeymoon.
Yeah, that's true, too.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
true. Take that mess down. And
so, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And so he was saying that, you know, she found out in that instance that, you know, because the roommate, she was like, oh, this your roommate. But the roommate was a female. We didn't get a chance to see her.
Yeah, because she closed that door.
Fast.
Y'all gonna put me on? Yeah, you ain't gonna put me on camera.
All you seen was the back, but you couldn't even see it was a male or female.
Right, and that's when Jasmine asked Michael, I mean, you know, you got a roommate? And he said, yeah, male or female? And he said it was a female. And Michael lost a lot of cool points with me on this one here on this episode, because I think Jasmine asked him earlier in the episode, have you ever lived with a female or a woman? And he said no. Mm-hmm. And to me, that information about you living with not one female but two women should have been given to your wife. You should have told your wife. And I'm saying, why are you trying to hold that? You know, Jasmine did tell him that she had a male roommate. Yep. So yeah, he lost a lot of cool points with me on that one.
And you don't take much for her, honey.
Oh yeah, you know how sensitive she is, and she's shut down in a heartbeat.
Seem like, to be honest, sometimes it seems like she be trying to look for stuff. Oh, that's a red flag. Oh, that's a red flag. Oh, that's a red flag. Oh. So yeah.
Man, Michael, he dropped the ball on this one.
He said, you know, he wasn't trying to hide it from her, because when they got to her place, you know, she was like, listen, you know, so you mean to tell me you got two female? I forgot in the conversation how it came out, but he was like, yeah. So she was like, and you didn't think to tell me? Like, he was like, well, I'm not trying to hide it from you. I wasn't trying to,
you was trying to hide it from her because this is your wife. You should tell her all the information you need, your living arrangements and whatnot. And he didn't do that.
She said, like, when I told you I had a male roommate, and she said it at the wedding reception.
He was at the wedding,
she was like, you could have said it then. You had the opportunity, you know, to say it then. So anyway. Lindsay is talking about Mark's issues and how he's pretty much a different person off camera. Let's see. So Chris is talking to his friend, and Alyssa is talking to her mama. So Chris was talking to his friend and saying that, you know, that she said that they're not compatible. One reason is because he don't have that ego tattoo that the psychic told her that her husband gonna have.
And guess what? Since Chris and Alyssa went their separate ways, the psychic might be right. She might find somebody out there where you can tattoo now.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? So hey.
But so anyway, so he was also talking. His friend is a police officer, so evidently when we were talking to Alyssa, she was talking. Well, let me not move too fast. So anyway, but yeah, his friend clowned her about that tattoo.
Yeah, he did.
So Alyssa talking to her mom. So she said, you know, well, how's things going? And she said, well, Mom, is not what I expected. And the mom said, well, I think he's cute. I think he's a nice looking guy. And I think he seems like a really good dude. And so she was like, yeah, but, you know, some things that, you know, was said. And, you know, I feel disrespected and everything. And, you know, I went strolling on his social media and everything. And, you know, like, even like his views, our political views are not even the same. Like he wants to defund the police. And, you know, I have... What she said?
No, she said, who are you going to call if you're in trouble? And I have, you know how I feel about backing, you know, people in law enforcement and whatnot. And she don't know what defund the police means. So that tells me how well versed she is in politics, okay?
I said, honey, I ain't even well versed in politics, but honey, I knew that's not what you thought that meant. That's not what that meant.
Yeah, defund the police don't mean you just abolish the police department. It don't mean that.
No.
So yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So, and then she said, plus, you know, he likes to argue to get his point out. So you ain't used to nobody giving you a little bit of sauce or a little bit debate or.
Yeah, she not used to nobody challenging her.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, Mom said that. Well, you need to stay. Oh yeah, Mom said, well, what is your decision day like? I'm saying, Mom, we don't need to go decision day, child. We just trying to get day by day by day. We ain't trying to jump that.
I think the mama actually kind of liked Chris.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, and I think the mom probably knew that Chris is what Alyssa needed. And that's why she kept saying, well, you seem like he's a good guy and he's cute, yada, yada, yada. And what y'all, you know, you going to try and give him, you going to prove himself? Because she was still giving a little hope.
Right.
But Alyssa already shut that down in her head.
Yep. Alyssa said that, you know, he needs to, oh yeah, so what can we do to get to decision day? And so she said he needs to be more respectful, you know, etc. She, a long list of stuff, child. He needs to be more respectful. He needs to just get that ego tattoo put on, and she just like don't use his hands.
Yeah, just all he needs to do is just sit there and stand there, and it's just like, come on, Alyssa, really.
So Pastor Cal comes and he's talking to Mike and Jasmina, and of course they already Jasmina looking mean, hun. She's looking mean. She looking mean. See how I put that in there? She's looking mean.
Actually, pretty good, Jasmine.
Yeah. So she's she looking mean and everything. So Pascal was like, well, what are your issues? And she was like, well, you know, Mike has been aggressive with me. I don't like his tone when the cameras are off. You know, one time we had an argument and he got real loud. And Mike was like, I didn't get loud with you. Yes, you did. So you mean to tell me you gonna lie on camera? Don't do this. Do not do this, Mike. And so she was finna get a little loud to herself.
She did. And like Michael said, you know, if I was condescending, yeah, I probably was. If I was kind of talking, I forgot what he said, I was talking down to you, maybe I was, but I never raised my voice. And that's what Jasmine said. Yes, you did. You gonna lie? I'm just saying, right now, with them two, I don't see no connections no more. Right. I don't see it. I just don't see it. First of all, I think like we said last night on the live, they both boring. Okay, and, you know, and I just feel like Jasmina has this, you know, image in her head about Michael. You know, he's negative. Now she don't trust him for real after the roommate situation. So that's gonna compound on top of that. So yeah, I think she's gonna check out, man.
Yep. And Jasmina said, well, you know, he told me about that he can blow up, and his family said the same thing. And Mike was like, well, you know, it's like with you, once somebody tell you something, you get that in your head and you can't get it out. That's not the case. So yeah. Pascal said, well, because Mike had said, hold up, Pascal. I was so, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah, I was surprised by that move by Mike. Yeah, then that showed me right there. I was, maybe Jasmine was kind of right about that, because he told, hold on, let me get this. I'm sorry, I mean, cut you off. I was okay, he's a little he was a little aggressive, you know, he went past the cow, you know what I'm saying? So
he was.
Yeah, so I can kind of see what Jasmine was saying.
Yeah, people like, I don't care. Let me say this. I don't care what the title is or who you. I don't care if you is one of the three people in the room, but I got to get this out. So Pascal said, well, listen, because they was going back and forth. I thought I was watching Maury Povich for a minute, honey, or Steve Wilkos, because they was going back and forth. And so, paternity court, the mama shows. And so he said, listen, wait a minute, let's cut this out, because they was just going back and forth. He said, let's first, you know, I think the most important thing y'all need to do is to communicate. Number one. And Jasmina, can you let that go with that happened on the honeymoon?
That's one thing, Jasmina. I understand why she feels the way she feels, but you still trying to figure these, you know, each other out. Okay, right. She gotta show a little grace. Okay, but don't forget about it.
I know. No, right.
Check it off. Say, okay, just, you know, I'm watching you now, Mike. Now, if you do this crap again, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm gonna put this in my back pocket.
Right. So she said, yeah, she can forgive and whatever. And when Mike does that tone again, let him know that I'm not your enemy. I said, Pascal, some good stuff.
That was good.
It was some good stuff.
You almost upgraded, man, from being the three people in the room. You almost upgraded,
but he gonna upgrade to?
Being an expert again.
So yeah. So he gave some good advice. I really think that could have been for anybody watching this show. So let's move on to Pascal going to Katina. And so he was like, "Ooh, I smell some cooking on somebody." She was like, "Yeah, I made some spaghetti and some garlic bread and stuff." And so
yeah, right. She probably made a stouffer spaghetti and a frozen garlic bread.
I did it, honey. I did it. My husband said he wanted some food, so I cooked
like she did that homemade. Come on, Katina.
And Pascal knows all this stuff, so I think he's picking.
Yeah, he is.
Even if it was a slight smell, it probably wasn't that strong.
But he know
what to say.
He knew that, okay, this is what O wants. Her woman cooking. Now I come in here and smell the food. Now she's kind of bending to O's, you know, what he wants. So Pascal picked up on that.
So Pascal said that. So do you you giving him what is, you know? No. LiQWYD said, you know, Pascal, that was one of the things.
Pascal said that was no deal breaker.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just all. So Pascal said there was no deal breaker,
right.
And then
say, that's very important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
And I'm thinking what Pascal trying to say, you should have led with this, that you want somebody to cook every day in your interview process, so we know to find somebody that's willing to cook. Yeah. You didn't say that. There was no deal breaker for you, but all of a sudden it's important to you. Yeah. Now.
And then he said, listen, you trying to act like a Neanderthal. I think I said that right. Neanderthal.
I ain't gonna say that. I'll leave you out there on that limb right there, because I ain't touching that.
Neanderthal. So he was like you want a woman, and I had just said that I said that before Pascal said. I said LiQWYD acted like he want a woman barefoot and pregnant, honey. You stay at home, cook, clean, do all that stuff. He was like, that stuff old school. Women nowadays, they work, they don't have time for a lot of stuff. And so he was like, well, nah, I told her, we can share in there. I cook breakfast and stuff like that or whatever.
I'll tell you one thing. Cooking breakfast is totally different from cooking dinner. I can throw some grits and bacon in there, call it a day. I can say, ooh, that boy a 5-star chef. But cooking dinner,
He at the kitchen. He lost in transition. He would not pop his head up until dinner is ready. It's ready. He downstairs in the room. Got that. He don't know nothing.
Hey, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to.
I ain't never had none of his dinner cooking since we've been married. But that breakfast,
you know why?
I cook you some sashimi. You want some sashimi with some grits?
I feel like if I cook you dinner, then you gonna always want me to cook dinner. Because you go, ooh, it tastes so good.
Let's try.
Nah, it's okay.
No, let's try.
Okay.
Let's see. Y'all put in comments say, yeah, cook some dinner. Yeah, let's try. Let's see.
Good, man. No,
out of what, 5 years?
We have a good system.
No, I know it's a good system,
It's a
child.
good system.
I feel like Katina, honey.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I need to call Pascal because I think he's like a Neanderthal.
I hope you're saying it right. I hope and pray you're saying that right.
So anyway, so Pascal asked him, you know, he got asked, have they been intimate? But wait a minute, one thing he was talking about, you know, he's seen them on the horses and stuff like that or whatever. So, you know, is that a problem?
Yeah, Pastor Cal felt like I felt, you know. Man, that's a little too aggressive, man. Pastor Cal said, man, no, you shouldn't do your wife like that. And like you said, you know, some people you can't push like that because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know this person.
Yeah.
You don't know their limits. You don't know their boundaries.
Right.
You know, so. And had to confess that, you know, you gonna have to pull up on that.
Yeah. So yeah, everything to somebody is not, and I'm
Right.
gonna use it as an example. Hopefully she don't mind. But I got a friend that is afraid of heights, and my afraid of heights may, you know, like I'll still do stuff even though I'm afraid of heights.
Mm-hmm.
But some people afraid of heights will stifle them, and they cannot move or cannot walk. So you can't was what I'm okay with, somebody else may not be okay with.
That's
you
true.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, we just have to respect whatever person's saying. Don't try to push them.
Yeah, I'm glad your friend ain't with me. Cause I was blindfolded. Hey, baby, look what I got. We be on the 25th floor somewhere and take the blindfold off. She be froze. And I don't know where I'm going with this story, but
so Pastor Kyle asked, have they been intimate yet? And so
it was a surprise answer.
Yeah,
It was a surprise answer to me.
Yeah, because I thought they had.
Yeah, I thought they had too.
So and I thought they was lying for a minute.
I thought they was lying
Did
too.
you?
I thought, okay, they're gonna tell the truth now.
Yeah.
They never came out with it, so.
But
okay.
Elijah once said that, you know, it's really him. It wasn't, you know, it's not her. It's really him. And so he said, you know, he hadn't been intimate because it was like, what if it don't work? You know, I don't want to do all this stuff. Pastor Kyle said it's the wrong way to think. That is the wrong. Don't say this is your wife. You're married. Don't say what if it don't work, because you giving in your mind, you giving yourself an exit.
Yeah, you giving yourself an out. Yeah.
I said, come on, Pastor.
Yeah, because I was going with me and you got together. I never thought that. You know, I said, I know if God puts something together, He's not gonna let it get destroyed like that. You know,
that is true. But sometimes men can destroy that, honey.
Oh,
and
yeah,
be slapped up at the wheel.
But I knew for myself that,
Yeah.
you know, but you had doubts and stuff. I was, man.
I didn't have it like that, but I did say, like, what if it don't work?
Shame.
So anyway, yeah. So Pascal was talking about that, and so he said that if you're not having, like, if you're not showing your wife that, you know, you're intimate, it may feel her like, it may make her feel like you're not attracted to her. And so he was like, I'm definitely attracted to her. I tell her how beautiful she is, and I touch her a lot of times. And sometimes she kind of pushed back. She said because she yet does not feel the security that you bring.
Well, I can see where Elijah one's coming from. Also, he wants to put on this image like, I'm just not with you for sex. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to make sure I want to get to know you. I want to know more of you.
Right.
And I want to make you comfortable saying that this is not just a physical thing.
Right.
I see where Elijah one's coming from. That's why he's holding off. But it's a fine line. You got to balance that line. And I think he's kind of overdoing it with that, in my opinion.
Yep, because Katina was like, you know, she don't feel, you know, like maybe he's not attracted to her and stuff like that.
You're going to have to make a move fast, bro, because...
So, yeah, Pascal said, I give y'all free to have sex, honey. I declare and decree, honey, to touch each other's bodies. Yes. All right. So, anyway, so Pascal was talking to Steve and Noy. So
What did he say? I kind of blanked out on that part.
He talked to them about, how
the kids. Okay.
How things going. And so he said, well, they hit the ground running. So, things been going good. He said, okay, that's good in 2 weeks. So Noy said one thing that she will not compromise on having
3 kids. She said on them 3 kids.
3.
And
not 2, not 1, but 3.
And Steve said, and Steve is like me. He looks at the bigger picture. He looks at the long game. Okay,
very logical.
Yeah,
thinker.
and that's how I am. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 90% of the time, but that 10, honey. Yes, Lord, that 10%, honey, it get you.
Anywho,
You be in the bushes. Someone like, how in the world he think that? All in the bushes.
You got to make sure you cover every angle, man.
All in the bushes.
But anyway, Steve was like me. Okay, you want 3 kids, but you're gonna have to have some leeway in that decision, because what if you have one child and, like he said, it's a special needs child, and that takes up a lot of energy? Or what if something happens that you lose your job or something? You got to have Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C.
Yep.
And Noah, all she got is Plan A, and she's sticking with it.
Yep, 3 children. Yeah, because, honey, once you push out that first one, then that first one running around, let me tell you something, child, you may not want to have a second one.
Yeah.
Then when you push out that second one and all them run around together, child, you may not want to have that third one.
Shoot, man.
Because I stopped at 2. He stopped at 1.
Yeah, and my thing is, been around my nephews and nieces, I should have stopped at 0. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, she's just going by what she see. Well, my so-and-so have 3, my so-and-so. And, I think her mom and dad had 3 or whatever.
Yeah, but she trying to see them that 3 works for everybody.
Child,
but it doesn't.
She's just looking at a picture, honey. Like he said, what if you struggling financially? What if one is special needs? You got to
like you said, what if you get that first one, and that first one you drive you up the wall,
you be outside smoking,
and your hair falling out, you like shaking, and people say, "What's wrong with you? No, you gain weight, and you're stressed, man. The little crumb snatcher running around, tear stuff up."
Right. See, she got a false image.
No, she got
once
a
that
fantasy.
pain, all that them labor pains, and like you saying, you start spreading, gaining weight, honey. You ain't gonna try, please.
Yeah, cause no, they like in her 30s, right?
I don't know, probably so.
And you hit that first child, most women they started spread, man. Spread it
Mine
out.
caught up with me, but I didn't.
And you know what? Sidebar conversation. For the longest in my teens, 20s, and 30s, I was always slim and small, you know what I'm saying? Well, size 28 in waist and pants and whatnot, real thin. And everybody's, man, you gonna gain weight when you get in your 40s. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be like this all my life. Shoot. Them 40s hit, boy. I was like, golly. I saw some pictures over the weekend. I was like, ooh, that's terrible. I was disgusted with myself. I was disgusted with myself.
You actually look good, baby, compared to a lot of people.
Oh, man. I saw that side profile picture, man. I was, oh, Lord, have mercy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Them 40s, man. That weight catch up with you. Your metabolism slows down. And you eating all this processed food.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm sorry to get a lot of people depressed.
So Pastor Cal was just basically telling her that she's just going to have to compromise. She's going to have to, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of stuff. She said, well, I didn't think about any of that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why you got your husband.
Yeah.
That's a logical thinker, honey.
Yeah.
Thinking stuff through. Which is why I believe that Steve has thought about the money. You done thought about stuff like that, child. You done thought about your job and your future and all that stuff with your wife.
But go ahead. Go with the
So, Pastor Cal was asking about, what other question I got? She was like, he was saying about your finances. Well, Noah said that she doesn't want to be without money because she grew up as a refugee, right?
Yeah.
Refugee. And, like, she just had, like, one shirt. That was the saddest story ever. I mean, like, for real. Like, that story. I mean... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think most of them had a sad story last season.
Who?
What was her name? Dated Johnny, married Johnny.
Oh, Bow.
Bow, yeah.
Yeah. But hers was when I guess
because she was living in the trailer, they come forward.
But hers ain't nothing like that. Now she probably had Noise like had one shirt. You know what I'm saying? So but anyway, so she grew up not having much or nothing, and so she don't want to go down that road again. So she wants to be financially secure.
I'm gonna tell you something. Once you've been poor and you finally make it, you don't want to go back down that road again. You're gonna do anything and everything you can keep from going back to being poor, and that's her mindset.
Yeah, I think you want to go ahead and finish that.
But yeah. And Pastor Cal was telling Steve, hey man, she needs to feel secure. And Steve said, well, yeah, I can find jobs, I can make money. But we said something about giving up his lifestyle.
Yeah, he was like, but doing like a regular 9 to 5, it will, he won't be able to be as creative, being able to do that. And yeah, so he won't be able to be as creative doing that.
Creative doing what?
Take away his creativity.
What he's doing that's creative?
I don't know.
That's
playing in the dirt, honey, running around in the jungle, in the bushes.
But you got a family, man. You got a wife now, man. Sometimes you gotta make those sacrifices.
Yeah, because you the one went and got on Married at First Sight to say that you want a family. Now y'all talking about children.
Now I said, man, I can't play in the dirt no more, man. I don't know if I want to stop that, man. Bunk that job.
Running butt naked through the woods.
Naked and afraid.
So anyway, Pascal is talking to Mark and Lindsay, honey. And then, Mark the show.
Oh. I like you talking about Chris, man. I'll try easy. You fall out that chair now and break their hip, man. I ain't gonna get you up.
Yeah, already one scooter came and lose on the chair. Please, Lord, hold me up while I'm on camera. So anyway, she feels that Mark is pretty much changed. He's not the same Mark as he is on camera. She feels like that he's not giving her, the best version of himself. So when Pastor Cal is, she's sitting on the outside, honey, like a little kid.
She was meditating.
She was meditating on the hard concrete.
She said, please don't let me have the bed bugs. Please don't let me have the bed bugs.
Because earlier they showed a clip where, she was getting frustrated at Mark because he really and truly wasn't communicating. He's a different person. So Mark was like, I don't feel like I'm a different person. I feel like I'm the same. She was like, she was like, you giving me red flags. And he was like, you giving me red flags. She was like, that's enough. I need some time. I need some time to myself. I need, He was like, okay, well, get up and walk away. You the one want the time away. She said, no, you're supposed to leave. You leave. I was like, if a person said they need time, that person normally walks away. She done told that man, just give me some time. Give him some time. I guess he said this.
You know how some of y'all women get, man. So the man, to me, if the woman needs some space, I just walk away and let her have a space and have a peace.
You know how these men get. Don't tell me all that women get. So, excuse me, she feels that, Pascal said that it seemed like, when all that stuff was coming about, excuse me, y'all. So when all that stuff was coming about, Mark was looking crazy. So Pascal said, seemed like you was a little afraid. He was like, because I really and truly don't know if she gonna snap on me or go off on me or whatever. So he was like, yeah, I am afraid. I don't really know what to say. He said, and I'm trying, to process everything. And he said, one thing about it, she is a lot. She's a lot. She's a whole lot.
Man, Pascal says she's a lot.
She's a lot.
And Lindsay, she admits, I'm a lot. You know what I'm saying?
A lot. And so he was like, the plane ride, that's kind of scared me. I got to see who you really are. And some more stuff. So he was like, yeah. And he started, tearing up and crying, just a little bit.
I think Mark the Shark is not used to being around people like Lindsay, okay? Lindsay she's special. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying she's just different, and I really don't think Mark is used to being around people like that. And also, I think I could be wrong. I think Mark has been sheltered most of his life.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, I think he's a mama's boy. Now he's dealing with somebody that that's has a lot of energy and he don't know what to do with it. And
she passed a lot of energy.
Oh yeah, I know she is, man.
A lot of energy, a lot of mouth, a lot of attitude.
I think Lindsay, she can be, I think she can be controlled. I really think she can.
She can control herself.
Yeah, and and she needs a stronger man. And I'm starting to see Mark. I'm not saying he's a pushover, but I think he's starting to let her get away with a little too much, in my opinion.
He's just not saying that. He's saying he just shut up sometimes and don't say nothing.
Sometimes you gotta say something though.
Yeah. So yeah, he said that he understand they've been intimate, all that stuff, whatever. He just later realized
the intimacy been great.
That's what he
so
said.
Great. Yeah, it's been good.
I guess just as wild as she is.
I guess so.
She's just as wild and she's a lot. She's a lot. She's a lot. So he said he just want to take things slow. And so anyway, Pascal asked her how she felt about that. She was like, well, just sound like a bunch of run-on sentences to me. But Pascal was like, no, Lindsay, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So Pascal said that, you speak without a filter.
I said that last night.
And she said, yeah, and that's true. And Mark said, and that's the thing. I don't speak without a filter.
Right.
Like
he thinks before he speaks.
Yeah. He said, and that part of it is just kind of like, he's not used to that.
Yeah, like I said.
That's a lot.
Right. And Lindsay, yeah, she needs a filter on that mouth. She really does.
Yep. And Lindsay said that I need to, one thing that she needs from Mark is that she needs for his tank to fill up because she felt like he checked out. So, yeah, they're going to work on these situations.
Yeah, I still see them making it. I do.
And if Mark the Shark don't be outside smoking a cigarette freak, honey,
you got to deal with the landlord,
the bed bugs.
You got the bed bugs.
So let's move on to Alyssa. What? She knocking on the door.
Yeah, because Chris locked her out. You ain't getting no key.
Well, she had a key, but I guess she decided to knock, honey, because she pulled her key out. But so she knocks on the door, and so he was like, well, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Good.
Yeah,
he said, how was traffic? You let him know, you didn't get this apartment, girl. I made you drive all across town to come on over here.
And Chris came in like a champion in the night, boy. Yeah. He had everything right. He had the whole situation scoped out. He knew what he had to do. You're right. I didn't think about the traffic. How was the traffic? Ooh, yeah, you drove a long way. How much gas you put in your car?
She's like, it was okay. It was okay. So he was like, we just waiting on Pascal.
He had to be in the parking lot.
Listen, when she shut the door, they said, come on, Pascal.
Hurry up, something happened.
Well, look, we'll tell you when to knock. And because she was like, I didn't want to be alone with him. I need Pascal to come. And so Pascal. So, yeah, they probably said, listen, come on. Yeah, we ain't got time. We don't need no space between them because she already said his hand's aggressive. So, Pascal, comes on in. So, Chris, big picture. The big picture for him is Alyssa has no, she don't want to be married to him. Yeah, she had
no desire to be married to Chris.
She has no, point. I put point, but yeah, she has no desire to be married to. And Alyssa said, well, she walked down the aisle. He wasn't her, idea. She wasn't her idea. But when she started talking to his friends, she seen some stuff that really scared her.
The bottom line is that Alyssa fed Pascal nothing but BS, man. Talking about,
she tried.
I'm trying.
She tried on the paddleboard.
Yeah, on the paddle. And Pascal said, you didn't want to sleep with the man the first night. You know what I'm saying? Well, because, I'm allergic to dogs. And my dog, I've been having my dog for 10 years, so I'm used to him. And your dog, he's a husky, he had long hair. Chris said, no, it's a short-haired dog. I said, she trying to pull every excuse out the book, man.
And Pascal, and Chris, oh my gosh. They both rolling their eyes.
I said, man, then she started crying. Oh, here we go. Here go the Karen too.
She said that she don't want to sleep in the same bed, no matter who it was.
But Pascal said, you signed up for a show. You married. You are expected to go on a honeymoon. You are expected to move in. You knew that when you signed up. Why sign up if you're not gonna sleep in the same bed with your husband?
Yep. So she said, well, you know, Pascal said, anything positive you can say about him? And, and so he was like, well, Chris says a lot of positive stuff about you.
He said, well, Chris, I use this word, impressive. We was impressive. She was impressive on paper.
Yeah,
okay?
Like they matched well.
Yeah, they matched well on paper.
So she said, well, you know, I just wanted to say this, that, you know, I wanted to move forward. I want to be.
No, Pascal, don't tell me. Talk to Chris. Tell him.
So she told Chris, you know, I was trying to see if she was looking at him, and she looking away a couple times, but she was looking at him. So she said she want to move forward. She in a better headspace and everything. And what Chris said? Chris
said, hold my cup. That's what he did. Hold my cup. Yes, it was in my. He was doing all these karate moves in his head. How should I do this? You said, I want a divorce. And she's like, oh
no. I'm melting. So yeah, Chris said that, you know, this is his decision. And when the cameras went away, I said, well, they probably just
I thought so too.
You know, we ain't finna get there for real.
Not right. That's too soon. It's too soon. We're not gonna get a divorce.
So Pascal was looking like, he was like, yeah. He said, so what are you saying, Chris? He said, I want a divorce. That's okay.
I said, Chris, my man, that's what I'm talking. I said it last week. He the one need to go ahead and end it. And I'm glad he did, because now she can't get that apartment. She's on TV
with her girlfriend.
And that's what she was crying about. Yeah. She gonna cry about the divorce. Ooh, I can't hang out no more. Ooh, my girlfriend, they gonna be partying without me.
Yeah, and then so she was like, and because he was saying that, you know, she's not here for the right reason. When you say that, I don't like it. It's such a trigger to me. What are you saying? I just want to be on TV.
Yes. That's what he should do. He said, yeah, that's what you want to do, be on TV. And I'm glad he did what he did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Chris probably said, whatever money, if I got to pay y'all something, fine. If I don't get no money, fine. I go sell me some more houses and all that stuff. But I don't care nothing about these money.
Right, because I'm not going to continue to let her drag me on national television, man.
Exactly.
And I'm glad he did what he did.
Yeah, because, you know, he probably talked to his friends, and then Mark and Lindsay was talking to him. So, yeah, he probably just realized, like, no, I'm not finna let this continue. No. And, yeah, we got the apartment, and she don't want to live in here with me. So what's the whole point for her to come and get the chance to film and all that stuff? So no.
Man. Oh man, she had her ex-boyfriend tell her to put the ground beef back in the freezer. Now she getting kicked out of the apartment. Woo! 2 back-to-back bad relationships.
And like we were talking about on that live, what if somebody says they believe that she did this to get back at her boyfriend?
Her ex-boyfriend probably, ooh, child.
But it sure didn't pan out.
It didn't pan out. He probably, man, that blew up in her face bad.
Because in actuality, it seemed like she was the one being dumped. Right. But he turned that baby around, honey. He dumped her.
Who that, Chris? Yep. That's what I'm trying to get at. He played it like a champ, man. You know what I'm saying? He lured her into the apartment, gave her a little false sense of hope, like he was still all desperate. And when the ball was in his court, slammed up, you know, posterized her. Ugh! No, how about divorce?
Hang on the gold.
Hang on the gold. Bust the backboard down. She looking like, no. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked that. Yeah, so he packed his stuff up. She left her key. What? I think it was something that he said, oh, I wish you well, something like that.
Yeah, he said, I wish you nothing but the best.
And so she gone out like that because like she drawed up even more. Yeah. And then she did that Candace from Housewives of Potomac, except Candace like to have hers in the corner to fold up. But
what's the purpose of not just wiping your tears off? You want to smudge your makeup?
Yeah. So you just let them fall so they can suck it in like that. So
but yeah, Chris walked out of there with nothing but vindication, man. He walked out of there with his chest poked out, and kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you, man.
So I'm ready to see. I guess ain't much that, you know, I guess it, unlike Chris and Paige, honey, you know, they drug it out the whole time, but you know, we won't see them no more. So now we can focus on the real couples. And then we're gonna talk about.
We ain't got no withdrawal.
It's gonna be some. Cause you gonna see
somebody, one of y'all gotta take up the melon now.
They all finna take it up because Noy that she done left and started posting on social media and talking about something. She was
our relationship not working or something like that.
Yeah, it's over or something like that or whatever. I said she did what that other girl did on the season, but anyway, we'll talk about that next episode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of glad for this ending. So Chris, he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself. So yeah, he did.
He knocked it out the park too, man.
Because she walked away like a little sad little
like she was whipped, man.
And the one that she wanted everybody to bow down to her because she's a nice person and all that stuff and whatever. So she ended up getting exactly what she got. So I want to see her on the reunion.
And Chris will find somebody. You know, I know he'll find somebody. He's a good dude, man.
Child, them DMs gonna be blowing up, honey. You know how they do on here. They're honey. You could just be the camera crew, honey. They'll figure you out and be in your DMs. So on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, but I was going to say we're going to go ahead and get in the after party. I wanted to say two things. The after party did not come directly on.
Y'all think y'all slick,
It came on because y'all trying to push that K. Michelle. I want to watch that.
I don't watch that, man.
I know he ain't going to want to watch it. It's too girly for him. But I do want to watch
party, man. So I can see my theme song.
We'll do the after party tomorrow, you guys, and he will get to say on there, honey.
Yeah, because we got that theme song trademark. So if anybody that's watching that song, we want our monies.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because this pollen is getting me.
What pollen? It's dark.
On that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
You put God first.
Deuces.